Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Premier Perspective. Today we are here once again with Abdul, who's basically becoming our third member at this point with the amount of times that he comes on. But yeah, today we're going to talk about the two Champions League games. First, we have Bayern versus Lazio. Nothing too interesting here. Bayern pretty much took care of business in the first leg. Nothing was really expected of this game. First half penalty for Lewandowski. Uh, Chopo Moting, Abdul's favorite player, doubled the lead in the second half. Lazio got a late consolation goal, and Bayern dominated as they always do. The champions of last year still look as great as they did last year. So a lot of hope for Bayern going on in this competition, and they were happy to get a easy opponent in the round of 16.
For a team like Bayern, if you get Lazio, especially considering how strong Bayern are, they don't let up easily at all. And today, like you said, just God's own when they needed to. If you're up 4-1 on aggregate going into the second leg at home, I'm not even. I'm not
Yeah,
sweating it at all.
there's really not much to even expect from the game. Bayern just showing that they're great as we all knew already.
Yeah,
But next up, Chelsea Atletico. Ziyech with their first goal. Great pass from Tino Werner. Made a great run. Second half, Savage, the Atletico Madrid defender, got a red card. I believe it was from an elbow that he did, like like I think it was off a
it's just
corner, or
stupid.
it was off a
Yeah,
set
it's
piece, and he
stupid.
did a elbow. I was like, bro,
No
like
need for all that. Yeah,
Atletico, really never got into the game. Never really looked like they were gonna do anything. I kind of expected that after the first leg, considering that it was probably the worst of the 8 games of the first leg.
for sure.
Chelsea got their late second goal with Emerson, who was a rare player for whatever reason he was put into the game because he's pretty much like third choice left back.
Yeah, I don't think I remember the last time I've seen him play.
Third choice left back goes into the game and scores, so that's good. So Ryan, if you want to read out the 8 teams that are now confirmed to be in the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
So the 18 we have left going into the quarters. The draw is on Friday. We're going to have another video coming out following the draw. But right now, we do know that the 8 teams are Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Man City, Real Madrid, Porto, Dortmund, Liverpool, and PSG. Some interesting ones in there. Abdul, I'll have you give your input on it. Who do you think are going to go through without looking at the draw right now? Obviously, because we have no idea.
Yeah,
Who do you think are going to be the 4 teams that go through to the semis?
To be honest, the three teams that I'm automatically going to put into the teams that are going to make it through the quarterfinals. And these teams have been really, really, really good in terms of performance, and they've showed that they could perform against whatever team they play against: PSG, Man City, um, and Bayern Munich. I'm hoping, but I feel like they'd really struggle. I'm hoping Real Madrid makes it through these stages. It's
mm,
not looking really good, though they struggled in the first leg against Atalanta. But Dortmund or Real Madrid are probably gonna go through. But I think Real Madrid's gonna go over Dortmund. To be honest.
yeah. I mean, it could go either way. Obviously, we're just saying the 4 teams that we think are in a pole position to go through. I would also put the three as Bayern, City, and PSG. And if I were to put a fourth, I would probably choose between either Madrid or Liverpool. But then again, it's quarterfinals, and for anyone who doesn't know, at this point, anybody can draw anybody. So Bayern
Yep.
Munich can play Man City or PSG or what people will consider like the lower teams of this. Dortmund can draw against Porto, and one of those teams could be in the semifinals. So
Right.
it's
And
really
who
a
are both
matter.
really great teams at this point.
Yeah,
Still,
at this
either way.
point,
Yeah.
anybody's a threat to anybody, and it's gonna be a good game. I feel like the only team that you can really say right now that I feel like is guaranteed to go to the next round would probably be Bayern,
Bayern Munich.
considering
Yeah.
how much they've dominated the tournament. But I
Imagine if Bayern get drawn City.
yeah,
That
or
would be
even
absolutely insane.
PSG.
That would be
Yeah,
kind of
either
insane too.
or Man City getting PSG. Like any of
Right.
those three teams playing against the other, I feel like is would be crazy. And it would be a little upsetting too, at least from not. I mean, if I'm a City fan, I don't really want to play Bayern. But
No,
if
no,
even
not at
if
all.
Bayern were to get PSG, it would be a little upsetting because you think that those are two teams that are favorites, and then one of them is going to get knocked out in the quarters. But
Yeah, but
that's
it also eliminates one of the
yeah, that's
yeah.
another thing too. Because then you could think of it like, oh, Bayern, PSG. We're saying Bayern, PSG, and City are the three top. If Bayern were to get PSG, Bayern knocks out PSG, then City can get like the another team that's not Bayern, and then I have. Hopefully, we would have to avoid them into the final if we were to make it.
As a
Right.
Madrid fan, I would not want to draw City again.
I wouldn't either right now. Sorry, Madrid.
After last year's Varane disaster class.
uh,
Love
yeah,
to see it.
I wouldn't want to draw City, PSG, or Bayern. I mean, I'm hoping to draw maybe Chelsea, maybe Porto, um, maybe Liverpool because they've been a little bit shaky recently.
Mm.
But I wouldn't want to draw any of the three teams that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I mean, thinking about it now, like we were talking right before we started recording, saying, me and Ryan as City fans, we would prefer to either get Chelsea or Porto, as we think that they would be not easy, but the best opponents.
Feeling
But we're
Chelsea. If I had
talking
to
about
pick
yeah, but
Chelsea,
we're talking about think about we're saying that, and we're talking about a Porto team who just dismantled Juventus,
oh,
and
of
we're
course.
talking about a Chelsea team that hasn't lost a game since they got their new coach. I think it's 13 games now, unbeaten.
I know, but
So
it
anyone you
sounded too
get at
promising.
this point, yeah.
I know it. There's everyone is
hmm
like you said, everyone's a threat.
But yeah, the two games today were not as eventful as yesterday, so not too much to say about them. We have the eight teams that we know are going to be in the quarterfinals. The draw is on Friday. A video on our predictions, our thoughts on the draw will be out on Saturday. So definitely check that out when it comes out. For anyone who's interested, once again, we want to say thank you to Abdul for always being a great guest and commentator when it comes
Appreciate it.
to the Champions League content. And we'll be back soon. And thank you guys for everything.